Hi everybody, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've given me on this YouTube journey, okay? So, when you come into this video, give me a fonts. Make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. Also, by the way, thank you, beautiful soul, for letting me know that there was no voice on the Capricorn video. This is for the star sign of Capricorn. I am grateful for that message because I had no clue. Mercury is definitely kicking my butt, but I'm not the only one. All right, so I just want to give you a big shout out. Thank you. Yes, this is for the star sign of Capricorn because I had to delete that video. There was no reason in keeping it up if you can't hear it, right? So I'm doing it now. So this is for Capricorn, for the new moon in Pisces. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. And you can always share this video with somebody who you think will resonate with it. So let's get right to it, Capricorn. I cannot remember the title that I put on your video. I was so tired after I got done. I did 10 videos yesterday, so I was exhausted. So I had to take a minute this morning to get my scribbles together so that I could redo your video. So I do not remember what the caption was. I know it was something about a chosen one. That's the only thing I know. And I think something about a spell as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the new moon that happened yesterday. It was the last new moon of the astrological year. It served as a quiet reset before the spring equinox, the start of the Aries season, which will be tomorrow. And then the spring equinox, I think, is Saturday. This lunation is characterized by a soft, almost surreal energy that favors intuition over logic. The veil is extra thin, making a powerful time for vibrant dreams, sudden epiphanies, and gut feelings. It offers a chance for ultimate closure, helping to release old wounds, resentment, or patterns that no longer serve you. The heavy Pisces energy, including a stellium with the Sun, the Moon, Mercury retrograde, and Mars, can lead to escapism or feeling overwhelmed. Experts suggest grounding through nature or meditation. Mercury retrograde is in Pisces until March 20th, which is tomorrow, but then you got the shadow phase for the next week, which may cause miscommunications, misunderstandings, taking things personally, or delays. Use this time to reflect rather than rushing into major decisions. Uranus sextile, a friendly connection with Uranus and Taurus, may bring sudden light bulb moments or positive surprises. Fixed star sheet. The moon aligns with the star, which can stir up intense emotions and suggest a need to set healthy boundaries. I could have swore I just heard a car door. The impact on the zodiac signs is Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, and Aries. Take a ritual bath with sea salt or keep a bowl of water on an altar to honor this water sign. Channel the surge of inspiration into writing, painting, or music. Journal to dissolve pretense or identify what specifically you're done carrying with this next cycle. All right, so there's a little bit about the new moon in Pisces. If you haven't already did your own research, that's a little bit about it. All right, Capricorn, so let's go ahead and pull your moon card for Capricorn, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. The moon energy around Capricorn. Apparently, you wasn't meant to find the message until today anyways. All right, so don't let pride and ego get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So there's something being reflected back to you that is getting in your way. And one of the things that's getting in your way is pride. And pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. But what is also getting in your way is that ego-limited belief. That you don't believe that, like maybe being over arrogant, over confident, thank you, Spirit, overconfident, thinking, oh, I believe this is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen this way, and this is the way I want it to happen. So, yeah. So there is a fiery climax approaching here. Things are coming to a head. There could be some sort of a with the Mercury coming in retrograde, Capricorn, there could be something along the lines of a big old, well, I'm right, you're wrong, right? That kind of energy with the Leo energy coming through. I'm right, you're wrong. Somebody's very overconfident. Somebody's very egotistical. So that is being reflected back to you because Aries rules how things appear outwardly. Somebody has a very bad attitude here. So we have bring love into the situation. So it talks about, you can see that this feminine on here, which would be your sacral chakra, is pouring out a bottle of water. So it's time to release all that bottled up emotion that keeps you in trigger mode. All right. Allow yourself to be more vulnerable. Allow the softer side to be more vulnerable here, because somebody is standing very much in their masculine energy. And that masculine energy is somebody who is, and when you're overconfident or you're standing too much in your masculine energy, you have a tendency to be very egotistical. I'm always right, you're wrong, right? Always try to prove a point when there's really no point to prove, right? Where you need to be more softer, more gentler, more compassionate, right? So that is what I feel. Somebody could be going through an ego death here. And it's like somebody is triggered very easily here is what I feel. And you got the feminine looking over at this Aries moon. All right, so let's go ahead and throw your dice for Capricorn. One landed in my lap, so it was a one on one side and a two on the other. So I kind of feel like somebody is very indecisive. Somebody could have partnered up with somebody, and that's where they're like overconfident. I believe it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen, and I'm going to make it happen no matter what I have to do, right? It's that overconfidence, that over ego. All right, Capricorn. So you have a 4. You have a 4 that's on the fence, but you have a 3 and a 6 almost in the center of this circle. So right off the bat, I feel for my high vibrating Capricorns, you've learned a lot of lessons with the 3 and a 6. 3 and a 6 adds up to a 9. It talks about a lot of lessons, a lot of hard lessons. And you need to recenter yourself. You have the 4 that's down here close to the South Node, which talks about when it comes to stability, when it comes to what you're building, when it comes to feeling protected, right? So I do see a 4 and a 3, which is a 7. It adds up to, or a 7 and a 6 adds up to a 13. So I've been seeing this number a lot, 67, which adds up to a 13, which talks about that ego death that I was talking about. Somebody is going through an ego death here. And this ego death is recentering them because they're learning a very hard lesson. Now, whether this is you, Capricorn, or somebody in your circle here, because this is right dead center in the middle of the circle. So there could be somebody in your circle that's learning a hard lesson, going through an ego death, or this could be you. You take the messages as they resonate, you place them where they belong. If this isn't you, then it's somebody that you know that's around you. All right. All right. So the 4 energy, I'm going to gather up my tools over here. The 4 energy, a current situation will be set by difficulties. There could be some disappointing news on the way as well. And it's in the South Node. And what this disappointing news is repetitive patterns, repetitive habits, that ego death, right? That 13, that ego death when it comes to somebody being overconfident, somebody being very cocky energy, right? So we have the 3. There are some nice but modest surprises coming your way, but there could also could be some good fortune around the corner. Don't take somebody took somebody's situation for granted here. Don't take situations, people, or possessions for granted because you might risk losing them. Value them and take care of them. So that's what happened. Somebody took somebody for granted here, and they're learning a really hard lesson. 13 is warning you to go ahead with the activity connected with your question. Something better will soon come in its place. But the thing is, and that's what I feel, somebody went ahead and did something out of ego and pride because they believed that it was going to work. And guess what? Now they're having a difficult, they're in a difficult situation, and it's all because they keep repeating the same pattern over and over. It's like this energy of somebody drinking the poison out of the cup and expecting somebody else to die, right? Somebody is very cocky, very arrogant, somebody who's in your circle. Yep, that's what I see. I'm just going to roll with it. All right, Capricorns. So we're going to go ahead and pull, give me a confirmation or some sort of a clue or some more, give me some more information on the 4 that's in the South Node. So you can still tell that I'm a little tired because I can't even, I have a hard time keeping my thoughts straight. Of course, Mercury retrograde has something to do with that as well. So the 4 in the South Node, yep. Something with a spider. Something with a spider. Somebody thought for sure that this was going to work. Whatever they were building, whatever they were creating. For some of you, you may have gotten bit by a spider. Capricorn could be involved, or this is you, Capricorn. Somebody sent a spell perhaps your way to get you bit by a spider. Yeah, 555. A wake-up call. Wisdom wake-up call. Time to move in a new direction. Somebody got a wake-up call here. 13 probably damn near died or tried to unalive somebody. Yeah, they thought, oh, yeah, this is funny. Let's do this. Maybe use elementals to do it. Burn some candles. Yep. So give me, oh, you know what I forgot? I apologize. I forgot to pull the tarot cards. Apparently that was meant to come out. So let's clarify the 4 in the spider in the South Node. Yep, Queen of Wands. That Queen of Wands with the 5 of Cups. Now somebody wants to play victim. Woe is me, it didn't work, it didn't go out as planned, right? The Queen of Wands on her fence here is somebody who is, again, very cocky, very arrogant. Could be using magic because the Queen of Wands has the power to set intentions. That's what Wands represents, intentions and action. So this Queen of Wands set some sort of an intention to try to, with the 13 energy, try to maybe unalive somebody, and they were so sure that it was going to work. So the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, somebody, it could have made somebody sick. Maybe you got sick and you don't realize why. That's why, because somebody did an intention to send a spider after you to make you sick. And now they're crying, woe is me, because it did not work. It backfired. Yeah, that's what I see. Somebody is very cocky, arrogant. So I'm feeling this energy, like, and it's like frustrating, right? They have a really bad attitude with the Aries, right? You may not even realize where it came from, and you may be finding out that it was somebody in your circle. With the 9 energy, could have been a Virgo. All right, so let's clarify the 3. Three, 6, 7. Yes, somebody was definitely sneaking. Could have been with a Sagittarius as well. Somebody was definitely sneaking here. And I feel like, Capricorn, you're going to be surprised when you find out who this was. You're going to be surprised who is pouring that poison into your cup. So this could have poisoned you. Like I said, you could have been poisoned. Somebody could have did it for money. You're going to be surprised by who did this. Let's pull... they felt like they owed you something. And they didn't want to let it go. They feel like either you owed them something or they owed you something, and they didn't want to let it go. So they sneaky snuck behind your back and did some sort of intention here to get even. You're going to be really shocked when you find out who did it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Could have been a Leo, could have been a Sagittarius, could have been a Virgo, could have been an Aries, could have been an Aquarius, or it could have been all of them, right? It could have been a group of them. 6 energy. Yep, Aquarius. There you go. Yep, somebody is definitely going through an ego death. Somebody could have come into your dreams and said something to you. Yeah. And somebody's getting karma for this, because the star card represents being divinely guided. It also talks about your dreams. It talks about somebody being a chosen one, a star seed. Yeah, somebody did this, and this is similar to the same message that I got the first time. Somebody was a star seed, or a chosen one, and they tried to, you know, maybe unalive you, or this, if this is you doing this to somebody else, again, take the messages as they fit. I feel like, you know, you may have gotten really deathly sick and did not know why or where it came from, or perhaps you do know. Maybe you do know. You got bit by a spider and wondered how or why or when. But you're definitely going to be seeing something in your dreams. I feel like the answer that you're seeking is going to come into your dreams about who did this or who all was involved in this. I see, you know, that 9 energy where somebody is learning a really, really hard lesson, because I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that it backfired. This is a number of successful and happy relationships, whether they are professional or personal. It's a good time to patch up a quarrel. Yeah, they were trying to get even because you two were quarreling, right? And they was not, well, they may have put on a front that they were happy, right? That they were in love or they loved you. But the whole time, they were sneaking behind your back. All right, so let's finish the 7 of Swords and the 3 energy. Give me a little bit more clarification for Capricorn. Zombie spirit, control, empty, and submissive. So they were trying to control something, yeah, right? This is going to happen. I know what I'm doing. I believe that this is going to happen. I'm going to control this situation, and now. Yeah, they're triggered. They're very triggered because you're fine. I'm telling you, you're finding out, right? Look, see how it's a zombie, right? So be aware if you are out in public, because I feel like they're going to put something in your drink. And I got the similar message for Scorpio. So it also could be connected to a Scorpio. But we have strong Aquarius, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Virgo. And now somebody wants to play the victim, because now they're sick. Aquarius in the 6 energy. Aquarius in the 6 energy. We have the heart energy coming through here, clinging to something. We have orbs of light, so they could be seeing spirits around them, and 777. And that is the 4 and the 3 energy with the 6 overlay. Rapid soul development that comes from challenging times. So they really were challenging you. And now this person could be sick. They could have heart problems. And they could be clinging, maybe clinging to life, right? Clinging to, how do I want to say this? Yeah, the clinging to life. Because the death card is on its side here. It's not in reverse. It's on its side. So they literally could be standing on their last leg because of this. Ivy talks about that poison. I'm telling you, you know what you could have got? You could have got bit when you were outside. Maybe, we're entering into spring season. You could have been outside doing grounding. You could have been outside trimming your trees. You could have been outside mowing grass. You could have been outside hugging a tree. I've just seen somebody hugging a tree. And when you woke up the next morning, you wasn't feeling well, and you found this, maybe a welt that you couldn't see. Could have been on your back. It could have been on your arm, whatever. And you're wondering why you were sick. That's because somebody did something, casted some sort of an intention to do so. You're going to regret. You're going to regret. I owe you. I'm paying you back because I owe you this. So you could have exposed somebody here. Because the green does talk about wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Somebody could have paid somebody to do this. Again, the heart space talks about love. It could have been somebody that you truly cared about. Could also have been a family member. A karmic family member. But somebody is definitely sick and they're hiding their sickness. Alright, let's take a look at the bottom of the deck here. Yep, we got stranger, caution, warning, and danger. Orange, hummingbird, 111, your thoughts are beginning to manifest. And sex, this is somebody that you are intimate with. Yeah, and now it's like you may be having nightmares in your dreams about this. Maybe they were sending you subliminal thoughts. You could have somebody coming into your dreams and saying, da 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 da, we're warning you, right? We're warning you. And you're like, what? Who was that? That was a stranger. You could be seeing something strange in your dreams. Absolutely. So pay attention to that. So we're going to go ahead and pull some more cards here. Give me one for the spider, the Queen of Wands on the fence, and the 4 on the fence in our south node. No more. Yeah, this person's blocked. This person's blocked, Capricorn. We have meditation, seeking answers within. So they could have been spying on you as well. All right, zombie spirit, the 7 of swords and the 3 energy, please and thank you. Definitely partnering up with somebody. The soul's journey, cosmic bridges, be proud of how hard you're working and change. Yeah, somebody was very proud. That's that Leo energy. Oh, this is going to work. I promise. You got to believe it will. They were very overconfident, very egotistical. And I feel like they did too much with crossing the cosmic bridge. They could have violated your boundaries. And then we have change. There is absolutely a change coming with the 13 energy. I feel like the divine stepped in here because we do have the star card there. The divine stepped in here and said, no more. That's it. You're done. All right. The star, 6, green, wealth, prosperity, and health. I'm telling you, somebody's sick or somebody was trying to make you sick. They were trying to unalive you and you got sick from this and you're wondering why. why you got sick. We got poison, clinging, orbs of light, spirit realm, and 777. The star card and 6. Please and thank you, spirit. Can I have one card? Yeah, they were laughing at you. They thought it was funny. Knowing alignment and don't text your ex. So yeah, it was somebody that an ex-boyfriend who thought it was funny because they knew what was going on. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Leo, could be an Aries, Aquarius here, a Sagittarius, yeah, a Scorpio even. Maybe you need to go watch the Scorpio video to get a little bit more information there. Yeah, it's like they were so confident. Oh, I know this is going to work. I know it is. Right? I know it is. Don't worry. I know this is going to work. This is going to make them sick. This is going to unalive them. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to be nice to them and I'm going to pretend that I care about them. In the meantime, as soon as they turn their back, I'm going to take that sword and stab them in it. Yeah, they were offering you poisonous love. Because I'm looking at this. Wait a minute. See how there's water being poured in that other cup? This is a temperance card. They didn't realize that you were divinely protected. They didn't realize how truly protected you are. But they kept feeding you that poisonous emotion. Especially with the heart. If you're wondering why you got sick, that's why. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have, yeah, with death comes wisdom. See this crown on the book? Attacking maybe your head, your crown chakra. Definitely with death comes wisdom. So they're definitely trying to unalive you. We have life is short, do stuff that matters in September. So definitely could have been a Virgo, or maybe they did it last September. When the eclipse happened, they were doing voodoo magic. They received some sort of gift for doing it. And they were celebrating. They did this like as a ritual. And they celebrated somebody's unaliving. But here you stepped out. It could have been in a box as well. Maybe you reached down and picked up a box, right? This is a karmic soul family. I feel like they tricked you. Maybe snapping pictures of you behind your back where you're nude. And then this card is in reverse. They acted like they loved you, but they didn't. Right? And that's because you mirrored back to them things that needed to be healed. Again, it was a bunch of girls. They thought it was funny. Huh, let's have fun, right? Yeah, because maybe you spoke your truth, right? I love you to the moon and back, Capricorn, but I'm going to try to unalive you. It could have happened, like I said, when you were hugging a tree. Maybe you picked up some sort of a box. Maybe it was hanging on a door. You might not have seen it. You might not have even seen it until it was too late. All right. So, yeah, 111. Your thoughts create your reality. All right. Can I have another one? That's that 111 energy. Your spirit guide is around you telling you to keep your thoughts positive because change is in the air. Things are coming into alignment maybe that you don't even know yet. Yeah, so you forgive yourself. So somebody has resent, anger, something in their heart. You might need to forgive yourself and learn from the mistake. You need to journey within yourself and choose love over fear to help open up your mind. This person wanted to shut down your crown chakra. And all these cards are in reverse. Yeah. All right. There you go, Capricorn. Take two. Thank you for watching and have a great day.